We all doing? So, it's feast or famine out there, right? Went to my local Goodwill, and lady was putting out the stuff for the day. 5 entire bags of pops with other like higher end looking items in them. They're not all pops, but it looks like higher end vinyl PVC figures. This is going to be pretty monumental. I got, like I said, 5 bags of these. Bought every one they put out. So we're going to try to go through as many bags as I can in a 30-minute video just to get them out of the bag, go through everything, and kind of come up with a game plan for the week here so I can start actually listing these things. So why don't we dig into this real quick? We're just going to get all the pops out. All the obvious pops. Some of these things say Funko. That one has a base. Average price was $3 per bag. I think there was a $5 baggie in here. Might have been this one actually. Nope, this is a 3. Alright. So we got those pops. We got this, whatever that is. We've got a Five Nights at Freddy's little doll. We got a Funko bobblehead Wonder Woman. This looks old. Something Disney. I have no idea. It's probably from that movie where the kid's dead, I would guess. This is all Funko so far. It's a little Funko bobblehead Marvel. Somebody like a Black Panther gingerbread cookie. I don't know. Little guy. Very little guy. So, whether it be lot or whether it be single figures, I have no idea. It looks like an anime figure. Doesn't want to stand up. I think it's safe to say I'm going to be absolutely crushing it this week. Power Rangers. Anna as a baby. Anna as a mini pop. Don't even know. A ponytail that goes to something that we will probably find later. Woof. A lot of stuff here. I'll break this down into sections. And here we have them sorted. So when I'm doing this, I break it down into things that'll sell right away, things that are conditional, and things that are trash. So we have a guy from Supernatural. This looks like it's going to be the winner. This one's going for quite a bit of money. I'm not going to list any of these on this show. We're just sorting through 5 gallons of bags just to determine what we're doing for the week. My Hero Academia looks like it goes for decent money. And then these two are older pops that, I don't know, bobblehead one and one with a sign that pops up. They got a little bit of damage, but they should be okay. Conditionally, we've got a Bug's Life guy that's just a head. I'm missing his body, hoping I run into it. We have Lizard from Spiderman. And these are conditional because they're going to have to be lots. They're not desirable individually, but I have 2 Marvel from an advent calendar for Christmas. That's why they look like gingerbread men. 2 Annas, Green Power Ranger, Captain America, like a Fortnite Marvel bobblehead. This one's conditional. I don't know if it's going to be worth it to list because it has a big scuff mark on it here on the top. If not, no big deal. This is from Widowmaker from Overwatch, missing its base. It will not stand up without it, unfortunately. So I'm hoping I find that. And this may not have value. It's from a Disney property that never really took off, Dog's Life show. And trash, we got this dude from something, and this is a shovel that's missing its head with a bird on it. So he goes in the garbage. and Hatchimals, which are absolutely worthless once they come out of the egg. Alright, moving on to the next bag. This is the only $5 bag that we had, and I'm not quite sure why it was 5. But, oh, that's not accurate. Hold on. There we go. So I'm just going to round up everything price-wise for the spend at the beginning of the week here. And then as we go and we start adding these things to the store, we're going to have a profit. I think it's going to be pretty substantial. I don't know why this is a $5 bag. So, real quick, we have something from Star Wars. Mighty Mugs. I have no idea what this could be. That may be why it's a $5 bag, because that guy's big. This is very heavy. A My Little Pony like statue. This is exceptionally heavy. Value-wise, this is all over the place potential. But now that I've seen this, that ponytail from the last bag is very clearly going to go to one of these. So hopefully if we got it, we can repair it. And hopefully it's worth repairing. That's part of this process of determining, do I just throw this out now? We have a Stormtrooper bobblehead. We have... what's that guy's name from Guardians of the Galaxy? Knife guy. Oh my god. Blanking on this. Batista guy. Anyways, there he is. We have a Harry Potter with a broken wand, unfortunately. So that's out. A statue of Hulk with Ant-Man on his shoulder. That's kind of interesting. And when you talk about supply and demand, things like this, you're going to find this statue without Ant-Man because this is very fragile. And ours is intact. Not everything's intact in this bag, obviously, but we've got... we've got maybe a not repairable Doc Ock. We've got another Harry Potter with a broken wand. And we've got whatever this is with broken whatevers. So let's sort this out real quick. Sad tale with this bag. Starting with damage, and there was a lot of it. That's Wesley and Harry Funko Pops, both with wands broken, and this is very common. And with the wands broken, it's not even worth listing them, quite frankly. So they are garbage. This is a Funko Dobbs Daredevil with both batons broken. Again, if not worth listing. And this is a bobblehead Dr. Octopus, and I could not fix this. Somebody uncoiled the spring. I could try to crimp this back down and get into something resembling sellability, but it only goes for $10, you know, shipping included. It's just not worth my time to fight with it. So we have Drax was the name I was blanking on, bobblehead, and Stormtrooper bobblehead. Those would go in a lot with something. As predicted, this has value because Ant-Man tends to break off, and this platform also tends to break off. I saw prices up to $24. I will believe it when we actually put it up if that's the case. It is very nice quality, and that would definitely justify the $5 price tag that we paid. This is Octavia, which is My Little Pony I've not run into before. These don't appear to be super popular, and I can tell you right now it's heavy. Real heavy. So we'll see if it's actually worth listing. I think it'll possibly be like a break-even proposition based on the weight, but it does sell. This is Star Wars trying to do its own Pops ripoff called Mighty Mugs, which I'd never heard of. I don't know if we'll get anything for this guy. This is Grand Moff Tarkin. I didn't really see too many prices, which usually means they're not selling, but it's in sellable condition outside the box. So let's move on to the next bag. I got another one. This is a $3 bag. This one could be the best out of the 5. Got this Pops guy. I'm thinking it's a Marvel guy. I'm not entirely sure offhand. Another Pops. That doesn't sound good. Off the mic's picking that up. Something broke off inside of it. I don't know. It looks like it needs a stand. We'll see. Looks like Star Wars, some pilots from some property. We have, this feels really old and it feels like a knockoff. Very old Pop, 2012. Broken Santa hat, promising. Got, looks like one of those Dobbs that we had in the last bag, but a Wonder Woman one. That could be good. My kid freaked out when he saw this and was pretty sad he couldn't have it, but here is Leonardo. Pops. This feels older as well. We've got the Penguin. Dobbs. Might be some condition issues with that. We'll have to look into it. Into this. Odd. No, it's like a bank. Or it might change. Oh, it changes expression. Okay. Well, whatever that is. I'll look into these a little bit further here. A much more promising bag. Unfortunately, this is an older Pop. Elf on the Shelf Pop, and with this broken off, I'm not going to list him, and it appears he goes for pretty good money, and unfortunately not happening for us. Conditionally, we have Moonwalker from Overwatch, missing the base. It does stand up without it, which is nice. This is an Amway Stewardess, and this goes for surprisingly good money, except I don't have the base, and it won't stand up without it. So I'm hoping we run into that base at some point. These are 2 Dorbs. These don't go for a lot of money, which is weird because they're actually, I think, nicer than traditional Pop. If you look at the detail on the shield, this is really nice. I also cleaned that spot off her face using baby wipes and paper towels, which are my 2 weapons of choice when dealing with defects on toys. So these are going to go. This is another Mighty Mugs. You can disconnect it from the base somehow, which makes me think that the Grand Moff we just looked at may be missing a piece. So we'll have to dig into that a little bit, because that determines his value. This is Captain Cold from The Flash. I'm not a DC guy, but that one's intact. And then we got Leonardo, and other than like a little, looks like maybe a cat or a kid chewed the tip of this sword, he's in great condition, and I think he's going to be the best value out of that bag. It's a $3 bag, making buku bucks on this bag. Let's move on to the next. I said the last bag looked promising, but this one is even more so. Another $3 bag, absolutely chock full. So we've got a Pop. I don't know who this is. They have a knife. They have a base that goes with them. That may be a reoccurring problem. We have a Mandalorian bobblehead. Should do pretty well. We have this dude from, is this Guardians of the Galaxy? I forget. He's a Pop. We have Elsa. This looks complete. Queen. Smaller figures. That's probably going to end up being a lot. We have that My Hero Academia guy again, a smaller version. This seems like a very old Pop, and it's filthy, unfortunately. Nothing I can't clean, but that's kind of gross. What year is this? 2020. Now, it's not old, it's just like an older style. Mickey Mouse is always value, but I'll have to get them cleaned up. Assess that next. This is from, what is it? Citizen Utopia? Hold on for camera issue. Is this back to working? Holy crap, my camera died. We'll see if this video is even usable. What is this from? Zootopia, I believe. Feels pretty cheap. It is a kid robot. I've heard the name. I think it's a knockoff brand, effectively. We've got some kind of mermaid version of a My Little Pony. Was it Celestia? That could be good. We've got a very dirty, whatever that is. We've got a Spiderman bobblehead. We've got not ringing a bell. That person. Another Spider-Man bobblehead. Bag is chock full of stuff. No clue who that is. Got another Dorbs. This might be like Curious George or something. Not entirely sure on that. We've got a Captain America bobblehead. Got the body to that ant head, so we'll bring that back out. Hopefully we're running some of the bases here. I have no clue who this could be. A tourist, has a walkie-talkie or a very old Nokia phone, backpack. I don't even know. We've got somebody with a crystal. They might be missing something. Looks like a lot like this guy. This might be the Celestials now that I think about it. And then we have Hermione as an ornament. So kind of an interesting bag. Very, very full for $3. Let's dig into this. Okay, took a couple of baby wipes, but we got everybody cleaned up. Only casualty is actually this one. This is Jen from The Dark Crystal, which was a sci-fi, very mild horror movie from when I was a kid. And if you notice, the foot is broken off. It doesn't sell for enough to really be bothered to list it in this condition, so this is going in the trash. So everything else was good. I'm just going to go over the ones that I didn't know offhand. This is a guy from Magic the Gathering, some kind of media. This is a character from Evil Dead. This is the girl from The Fifth Element, whose name has already escaped me. Luli or something like that. This is a Five Nights at Freddy's mini, and this appears to be the best value out of this whole batch. It looked like it was going for 15 to 20 by itself. This is iffy. This is like a Japanimation character, Argo Tsuko. These may not hold any value whatsoever, and it feels cheap, but we're going to determine that down the road. This is a Stranger Things mini. This is tough because I've never run into Stranger Things, and it's kind of a niche show. So, I mean, I'll sell it someday, but not by itself. We got Apu from Aladdin, I guess. I didn't recognize him and don't remember there being a monkey named Apu in that movie, but I saw it in the theaters when I was a kid, and it's the last time I've thought about it. And this is Speedy from a show called Arrow. So for $3, this is a ridiculous amount of stuff I'm going to be able to sell. So this is easily 10 or 15 times profit on a single bag. I think if you're not sure about reselling and you're thinking maybe it's not worth doing, this is an example and why I'm going to be doing this all week to show what you could get down the road with a small investment and just a bit of your time. And I think we got one bag left. And final of the 5th bag. So we had 1 for $5 and 4 for $3. We were at $17 spent on this. This bag looks comparatively mid, but mid is quite good for this current run. So we got Snoopy. We've got Cinderella. And that doesn't feel like a pop. That is some kind of Funko product, cheaper thing. This looks like a girl from Ghostbusters, I guess. And it looks like it's missing a base, but it's standing all right on its own. Man, obviously. That should do just fine. We've got this AC Slater from Saved by the Bell. That would be a very interesting pop. I could see this going in one of two ways, value-wise. We've got John Wick. I can't imagine this isn't a popular pop. We've got Princess Leia bobblehead. It's good because we've got some Star Wars bobbleheads we can lot up. We've got a damaged Groot one. Not as bad as that Dr. Octopus. That's a maybe. We have Dwight Schrute with broken glasses. Somebody tried to tape it, but I'm kind of thinking this is going to be overdone, but we'll see. We have a head, but it's actually, that's all it's supposed to be. Not a clue. We've got a troll doll. These are historically not worth anything. We have a very weird round-headed rock. This is a Jack-specific product. 2009, I don't even know. We've got Lilo or Stitch. I forget which one is which. Another head. So this is a series of heads, apparently. Here's Elsa. We've got Ray. Another bobblehead. This one on a base. So they may all actually have bases. A lot of 3 for me with the Stormtrooper. And, who is this? Is this Avatar? I don't know. Disney? Oh, is this, Raya and the Last Dragon? Possibly. These are not popular. Alright, so let's dig in a little further and sort this out. Alright, so here's the final bag. So only fatality here is Dwight. Predictably, with the broken glasses, he doesn't sell for that much as is. So I'm not going to list him because he will never go versus the amount that are listed online. So he's going to the garbage. This is from Raya the Last Dragon. I'm going to have to put this in some kind of Disney princess lot because it just won't sell. It was not a popular movie. I've sold product from it, but I had to do it. I think it was a lot of 16 figures and accessories. I think I got like $10 for it. So bobbleheads are cool. This is microaggression vinyls. These are not sought after, so I'm not sure what we'll get for the rock here, if anything. These are a Funko My Emojis set. So this is like an emoji of the characters. The 3 of them together should do fine. The troll doll is a mini Funko. Surprisingly, it sells for money. And as I kind of thought, the winner out of this bag is going to be AC Slater. Looks like he goes for about 15 bucks. So, yeah, not a bad haul. Certainly for $17, we are going to be making quite a bit of profit this week. So I'm going to be putting these together probably into the themed groups and just doing them up all week. I do have one show dropping on Monday that I already filmed.